Well, to another developing story, Dr. James Gakara, that's the Nakuru doctor, suspected to have killed his 2 children before attempting to commit suicide, is also dead. Now, Dr. James was the 54-year-old gynecologist, also died on Wednesday morning, that's this morning, at the Nakuru Level 5 hospital, where he was undergoing treatment at the intensive care unit of that facility. Now, the death of the doctor has now changed the double homicide and attempted suicide to an inquest. And as Ibrahim Karanja now reports, his wife, who is also a medic, is now admitted in hospital following the shock of the triple tragedy.
After spending 4 nights in the intensive care unit under the watchful eyes of police officers, waiting for him to wake up and shed light on what transpired on the Saturday night in which his 2 children are found dead, Dr. James Gakara, a gynecologist and obstetrician from Nakuru, breathed his last Wednesday morning.
Tumefikwa na majozi kwa yale ambayo yametendeka.
His family is struggling to come to terms with his death. According to the family, doctors at the Nakuru Level 5 hospital were treating an extremely low levels of sugar, facts that corresponded with statements of the police that the deceased might have ingested or injected a substance used to manage sugar levels in his attempt to end his own life.
Walikuwa na dili habari ya ugonjwa wa sukari ilikuwa imeshuka sana, na kule kupandishwa kwa sukari ikakuwa limeleta shida kwa mwili wake, lakini jambo kama hilo.
The police had on Sunday collected samples from Dr. Gakara's home in Milimani Apartments, which was the scene of crime, and results from the government lab have not yet been released.
We have taken these samples for purposes of confirming whether the drugs that may have caused the death could have been injected or orally taken. And that is why we want to compare the samples with whatever we had collected at the scene.
But even after his death, his family denies any known bad blood in the family or between the doctor and his wife.
All over the media that Winnie wanted to go abroad, which is not true. Winnie doesn't even have a passport. Winnie just registered at JKUAT with the help of the husband. And she was to attend weekend classes. So the day of the event, that was the second day that she attended her classes, because the previous weekend she went to register. That weekend she attended her first classes. And there's also this notion that they had differences. I didn't know of any. Even Winnie herself, her prayer was that her husband gets better so that she can know what really happened.
Tu ambao tulikuwa naye waliweza kuja kutembea kwetu, ambao ni kwangu na familia, na tukaweza kupata sapa pamoja, na hatukuona jambo lolote ambalo lilikuwa, hata picha ambazo tuweza kupigwa pamoja nao kama familia. Walikuwa very jovial, na mimi najua yeye ni mpenda familia yake sana.
An autopsy will be conducted on his body Thursday before plans to bury the 54-year-old doctor alongside his son and daughter, aged 5 and 3 respectively, at their farm in Baruk, Nakuru County. According to Nakuru County Police Commander Beatrice Kiragori, the files for the case will now be disposed in form of an inquest. Ibrahim Karanja, KTN News.